Your success is celebrated extremely publicly, but then so are your failures. Good afternoon, my name is Vishal Malhotra. I am an actor, anchor, an entertainer, and an entrepreneur. I know it sounds fancier than it actually is. The first time I was on the telly was on a channel called DD Metro, which is a subsidiary of the National Doordarshan channel. I was skipping my economic class, I remember that day, or you could say bunking. And I was hanging around outside at this very, very delicious local sandwich parlor, right outside the gates of my college, when this pretty girl starts walking towards me. And trust me, girls did not approach me at that time in my life, not that they still do. So she walks up to me and she says, we're scouting for the face of our channel in India, and we think you fit the bill. Would you be interested in auditioning for us tomorrow? Without a single thought, I replied, of course. So she left her details, which at that time was a landline number, and the address where to come. And then I convinced myself that as she left, she looked at me very dramatically and gave me this flirtatious grin. So as soon as she leaves, my friend who was bunking with me nudges me and says, dude, what's an audition? To which I replied, I have no clue. Just the very fact that a pretty girl or a girl came and spoke with me was enough. Everything else was secondary. Little did I know at that point that my life was about to change. I did go for that audition, which, by the way, an audition is basically a screen test in which you're handed over a couple of dialogues, and depending on how you execute it, you're either rejected or you're approved for that project. I was approved. I was selected. And the company whose face I became was Disney, the world's largest entertainment company. You know, the years that followed allowed me to be a part of blockbuster feature films, TV shows, reality shows, and so much more, for which I am extremely grateful. Today, 25 odd years later, I'm still a working actor, anchor, entertainer. But, my lovely friends in the audience, I am not here today to harp about my achievements. No, that's public knowledge, I think. In fact, I'm here to share with you what I learned from my several failures. Speaking of failures, I still have them. Not all my auditions get me the job. In fact, some experts are also of the belief that the very fact that I still have to do that seldom audition makes me a failure in itself. I couldn't disagree more. And this leads me to the most commonly asked question to me. How can I become an actor? Look, there is no simple correct or incorrect answer to this question because, I'm sorry to disappoint you, there is no defined path. It is a path you have to research, study, and eventually execute. What worked for me was to audition and literally learn on the job. But not everybody is blessed with such an approach. But of course, I will be today sharing with you, again in my limited knowledge and in my experience, what I have learned are must-dos. And trust me, I wish somebody had told me this 25 years back. So here we go. Must-do number 1. Introspect. Why do I want to be an actor? The most common answers I get to this question is, I've been told I look like a hero or a heroine by my mother, father, and my best friends. Oh, I love the glitz and glamour that comes with this amazing industry. Actors are always given special treatment. I'll become a millionaire overnight. And then I also get the answers saying, I'm just in love with the craft. You know, guys, none of the above answers are correct or incorrect. It's what works for you. It's what drives you. It's what inspires you, motivates you to achieve your dreams despite the naysayers. So, introspect. Number 2, do your homework. Now, this one is a biggie, guys. Listen to this carefully. When one decides to leave the comforts and security of their home and step into the big bad world of the entertainment industry and Mumbai, I urge you, do your homework, please. There are a few stereotypes out there about the entertainment industry. Intense competition, favoritism, nepotism, casting couch, con men, etc. It's all an open secret. But then there's also the other side. Genuine casting agents, great production houses, fabulous filmmakers, amazing platforms. So be aware, because every coin has two sides. One of the times which leads to an actor, according to me, to make the worst decisions is a lack of backup. Backup in the sense of financial backup and mental backup. Now I'll elaborate a little on the mental backup aspect of it. It is imperative, if you are in the creative line, that you must have a strong family backing you, friends backing you. Between that part of auditions, between being in jobs, it is imperative to be patient and to have that backup, financially and mentally. It's very rare that an actor will get a job after his or her very first few auditions. One must remain mentally strong and patient through the process. It's easier said than done, and trust me, I know I've been there. People ask me why Vishal, do you give so much emphasis on patience? And the answer to this is because patience is an extremely valued and required virtue in the path of becoming an actor. Rewind, listen to this line again and again. Do your homework. Don't be caught unaware. Be alert. Be educated. You will more than likely at every stage of your career encounter both genuine and non-genuine people. People who believe in your craft and people who simply just don't. So recognize them and react accordingly. Number 3 in the must-do list. You get that call. Oh, that sweet, sweet call. I love that call. Which call am I talking about? Let me enact it for you. Hey, hi, Vishal. Hey, listen, we loved your audition and would like to offer you the part. Trust me, guys. There is no sweeter call. There is no sweeter sentence for an actor than those words. We loved your audition and would like to offer you the part. I'm getting goosebumps because I still feel it 25 years down the line. So congratulations. You've scored your first gig. Now, 3 words. Prepare, prepare, and prepare. Mentally, physically, emotionally, just prepare. Understand what your part is in the project. What is expected of you. Do not be afraid to ask questions about your character. Learn your dialogues. Trust me, there is nothing more irritating for a co-actor, a director, or even a light boy standing there in the middle of a dramatic scene, getting into it emotionally, and one forgets their dialogue. So learn your dialogues. And finally, once you've found your flow, once you've found your rhythm, you've found your groove, improve. Try to take that performance, try to take the project to the next level. Guys, this is what you've been dreaming of day and night, entire life. You have arrived. You are living your dream. Give it your best shot. Number 4, the release date. Now, if you've gone through the process, the struggles, the endless number of auditions, the rehearsals, the preparations, the shoot, the dubbing, and the day has finally arrived, then my friends, you are one of the lucky ones. This is the day that the world will watch you for the first time. And this will also be the day that the world will judge you. Scary, isn't it? It is, trust me. I recollect the day my first film, Ishq Vishk, released. My stomach felt like, not one butterfly flying around. It felt like a butterfly garden. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, I was fidgety, I was snapping at everybody. And the only thing that got me through that experience was my naiveness, my purity. Yes, I had tasted success and was relatively experienced in the television world, but this was a different ballgame altogether. I was about to step into the big bad world of Bollywood. Would people like me? Would they like my performance? Would they cringe when they see me, or will they clap? Will I get a second chance? Will I ever be on a film set again in my life? All these were questions which were constantly on my mind, hammering my mind. The film was a super hit, Ishq Vishk. And so was my character, Mambo. Film offers started pouring in. I started getting calls from stalwarts of the film industry who had only dreamt of meeting. Recognitions, awards, photographs, interviews, wow! And I'm not going to lie to you, the money was great too. So the real question is, had I arrived? Had I done it? Had I conquered my dreams? Was I now a bona fide film star? The answer, my friends, came to me only a couple of years ago. And the answer is, let me explain. If any actor or entertainer in this planet, I would say, and I mean this without a lot of respect to the actors, but if any actor or entertainer believes in the contrary, then they are either delusional or in denial. Because for an actor to remain truly relevant, he or she must constantly reinvent themselves, rediscover themselves, and deliver the best possible results that they can. Look, in today's world, an actor has so many platforms where they can showcase their talent. And YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and recently even TikTok, and many such platforms. In a time where the audience's attention span has reduced from 3 hours to just 30 seconds, an actor must constantly find ways to reinvent, readjust, and remain relevant. The moment an actor becomes complacent and says, oh wow, what an amazing career I had, I did so well, I did this, I did that, and starts patting themselves, that, ladies and gentlemen, is when the downfall begins. Don't congratulate yourself too much or berate yourself too much. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. To be an actor or an entertainer is a lifelong journey, my friends. There is no starting age, there is no retirement age. It's more of a journey rather than a destination, more of a continuous process rather than a finite career. There will be naysayers. There will be naysayers all along the way. There will be people who just don't believe in you, but that's their opinion. Not everyone likes the same painting, do they? Yes. You will feel bogged down at times, left out, disrespected between jobs, but you have to be your biggest fan. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. Because if you don't believe in yourself, guys, trust me, no one else will. In my very limited 25 years journey as an actor and as an entertainer, I have been humbled by my success. But I have been educated by my failures. It's not easy, but then where's the fun? So I'll conclude in the words of George Burns. Acting is all about honesty. If you can fake that, you've got it made. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been such a pleasure and such an honor to be invited to be able to speak on this very, very valued TEDx platform. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.